Hey, this is Getting Real with Hillary, and it's Sunday night, and I haven't yet recorded a video, so I decided to do one. So, if you read my newsletter, you'll see that I kind of got busted. I call it reprimanded, yelled at, in trouble for saying something during a course that wasn't let's see, how did they say it, that I wasn't listening. I took the course someplace where it wasn't supposed to go, and I anyway, the newsletter covers the incident that happened to me, but this is what I was trying to say, so I'm going to say it here. I was watching the Olympics Friday night, and I was disturbed by the politicalness of the announcers. They kept talking about China and the boycott and all that. And in my opinion, I've always loved the Olympics. It's champions. It's people kids who've worked their whole life to get there, and it's about them. It's not about politics. So I was disturbed by it, but whatever. I didn't say anything. And then when I saw the head of the Olympic Committee make his speech on unity and peacefulness and togetherness, and how these kids are not about, well, I know they're not all kids, but these young people, are not here for politics. This is a worldwide competition about, imagine a world community where there's peace, love, everyone gets along. And he was speaking a message of unity. And I was so impressed by the guy. And so it was such a contrast to what the announcers were talking about with China. And it was, again, we could have divisiveness or we could have unity. We could, instill fear and be in survival, or we can be in, one world community with peace and love. And I know that sounds a little kumbaya, but that's my mission, is for people to get free, belong. Everyone gets their greatness. Everyone gets their personal gift. And we don't have to feel bad or that we don't belong. Because, I've spent, I spent a lot of my life thinking I had a terrible life. And when, I've done a lot of work. And one day, I don't know what happened, but I realized, oh my God, I am blessed. I am so blessed. I have such an amazing family. I have so many gifts and this unbelievable life, and yet there I was being a victim, feeling sorry for myself and thinking, things were terrible when they weren't. It was just kind of my paradigm. I was in the survival, trying to make it, trying to, get somewhere. And now I realize there's nowhere to get. It's just all fine. And so, I've done a lot of courses. I'm fascinated by discovering other ways of getting free and getting unstuck, and being real and not having to, play a certain game or pretend or people please. And so, seeing the contrast between the head of the Olympic Committee, which I just thought was such a beautiful message, and then the other people who are you could say trying to pick a fight. Now, I don't really know what's going on with China. All I know is if I watch the news, I get frightened. If I don't watch the news, I'm just enjoying my life. So some people think that's terrible, but I prefer it. Frankly, after 9/11, I was terrified. And one of my doctors, it was just a chiropractor, but he said, look, you've got to cut this crap out. you got to stop being like this. It's unhealthy. I mean, I was really terrified. And so I stopped watching the news. And it works for me. Some people think it's terrible, but it works for me because when I don't watch that negativity, I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm not afraid. So anyway, just my 2 cents. Thank you for listening. I'm glad I finally got to say this. Yay! That's my opinion, and I get to say it. So, thank you for listening. Have a great day. If you're stuck, come over to Getting Unstuck with Hillary, and also my new podcast, Get Real and Get Free, on Spotify. I've had seven conversations now that have been really interesting, all very different, and I hope you'll like them. So, talk to you soon. Bye. Now I have to figure out how to stop this. Okay, here it is. Yay. Let's see. I thought I stopped it. Oh.